Hi guys, so I just heard this. It's a bit. Actually, it's from Twitter. I just went to Twitter and then I've seen this video clip, an exchange between CNN, one of the CNN commentator, or like a part-time anchor, with James Fishback. James Fishback is probably you never heard of him. This is my first time heard of James Fishback, but he was the creator of the DOGE Dividend. So everybody probably heard about the DOGE Dividend that they are planning to give back to the taxpayer, the American taxpayer, 5,000 like tax refund or something like that. But they call it the tax dividend, and James Fishback was the creator. He was the actually. He said that he thought about this in his dream, and then James Fishback is also he's a friend of Vivek Ramaswamy. You know Vivek. I'm a big fan of Vivek. So he decided that he wanted to share it with Elon Musk, and then Elon Musk liked the idea, and that's why they have a proposal to President Trump, and also I think President Trump also in agreement, and they're looking into that, and then Trump wants to give back to the American people, so they might start giving like a. They call Dutch dividend 5,000 to each American taxpayer. This is like it's I don't know what you call that, retribution or something, because we've been lied to for so many years. Our tax money where they were giving out to all kind of crazy things. Like I don't know how many million to a Sesame Street show or a program in one of the country, Arab world. So it's kind of it's like almost like a payback for the hardworking American people. But what I want to share with you is kind of I was like watching this. I cannot believe this is like. Sometimes you think about, are you American? Do you love America? Do you love, you have problem that, the government finally like coming clean, doing this audit, and now they're finding all the waste and fraud, and then they want to, like give it back to the people, for the hardworking people. A little bit like an incentive, and then you having a problem with that, so I just couldn't, I don't know, I can't understand it, but I want to play a video and then let you hear the horror of the exchange, okay? So, hold on.
Who better to answer some of these questions than James Fishback, the CEO of Azoria, the originator of the DOGE dividend. James, thank you for being here. How did this all come to pass?
Well, good morning, Michael. To tell you the truth, it came to me in a dream. I woke up, I called our head of research at Azoria, we met at Capitol Grow, we fleshed this thing out in 2 hours, and I'm honored that the president has endorsed it. This is a real plan to send the savings that DOGE generates over the next couple of years right back into the pockets of hardworking Americans all across this country. They deserve it. It was their money in the first place, and they need a break.
Okay, I'm all for ridding the government of waste, fraud, and abuse. But at some level, isn't it all illusory? In other words, if there's a quote-unquote savings made by Elon Musk and DOGE, we're still $36 trillion in debt. So there's no pie to cut up. There's no slice of the pizza that I can hand back to you unless we continue to borrow those funds.
Our plan's really simple. Over the next couple of years, DOGE will save a set amount of money. We're going to take 20% of that and put it right back in the hands of taxpayers. The other 80, as President Trump has pointed out, will go back to paying down the debt and narrowing the deficit. Here's the truth, Michael. For every $5 that DOGE saves, as we believe calculated by the Congressional Budget Office when this whole project is said and done next summer, for every $5, $1 goes back to the pockets of American taxpayers. Here's why. They sent their money to D.C. to be spent in America, not to be abused exposed, not to be disrespected, and not to be defrauded. That $20 million to a rocky Sesame Street, that money sent for a transgender opera in Colombia, all at the same time, Michael, that we have roads and bridges crumbling. We're losing 900 Americans every day to deaths of despair, alcoholism, and suicide. 8 out of 10 black American fourth graders are not even reading at grade level. This is pathetic. The Americans sent their money to be spent in America. They were defrauded. They were lied to. They now deserve restitution. And the second point that President Trump, just one sec, Michael. The second point that President Trump brought up on Air Force One is that these DOGE dividends will incentivize Americans to report waste, fraud, and abuse in their own communities. Why? Why? Because the more that DOGE saves, the bigger their DOGE dividend check will be. Remember, in economics, show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome. We're giving every American...
I'm going to get to the economics. Cool. I gave you a chance for a great sound bite. You got and those soft power exercises make for great sound bites, but when you drill down, for example, on Sesame Street in Iraq, they often make sense. Joseph Nye from Harvard, who gets credited with the coinage of the word soft power, you'd rather spend on that than bullets. But wait, you want to talk about...
There was a terrorist attack in Iraq last month that killed 40 people. It's clearly not working. Soft power and Sesame Street are not working. If there are terrorists, we need to kill the terrorists. We don't need to fund big ammo.
Maybe the terrorists would have been better off watching Big Bird than learning in a madrasa. Let me make my point. Put on the screen from the Peterson Foundation. This is where the rubber meets the road. We are $36 trillion in debt. I don't know if you can see that, but that's $106,121 for every single person in America. So if Elon Musk is successful in saving us money from waste, fraud, and abuse. And by the way, James, I hope that he is. I don't like the approach, but I like the fact that something's being done. There is no money in the till. We owe $36 trillion. We owe $106,000 each. So whatever the savings ought to be, it's not like President Trump's doing us a favor by giving us 20%. Everything ought to go to the debt because the Peterson people say by 2050, 50% of all revenue is going to go to satisfying interest on the debt. We should be paying the debt. Your response?
My response is this. We should be paying the debt, which is why the DOGE dividend incentivizes every American to call out waste, fraud, and abuse, to lower the budget, to narrow the deficit, and to bring down the debt. Where was this emergency over the debt when we sent $350 billion to Ukraine to be wasted? Where was this emergency, Michael, on CNN when you guys were advocating $7,000 to migrants in Chicago? $7,000 a month per migrant, and now we want to spend $5,000 one time from President Trump to hardworking Americans. The migrants didn't deserve $7,000 a month. Hardworking Americans deserve a $5,000 check with President Trump's name on it. So enough with the double standards. Ukraine does not deserve $350 billion.
Listen to me. This is Madoff-like. This is a Ponzi scheme.
No, Ukraine is a Ponzi scheme. The migrant funding is a Ponzi scheme. Hardworking Americans deserve a break.
James,
their money, Michael. It was their money.
James, give me a chance to speak. Theoretically, it's my program. We don't have the money, is what I'm trying to tell you. It's a Ponzi.
We didn't have the money for Ukraine, right? We didn't have the money for Ukraine. $350 billion.
I never do this. I don't want to be that guy. And do I have to silence your microphone so I can respond to what you've said? Because there's so much fallacy in what you just offered.
All right, so now you understand why I cut up my cable. I don't watch CNN anymore. Even Fox, Fox News. Although I like the new program with Lara Trump. My View, I think it's called My View. I've watched a couple of episodes, of Lara. So I think that was good. But most of the time, I just don't watch the legacy media anymore. Who else? The other thing that I watch is RSBN, Newsmax. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes I don't care. Anyway, they're all the same. The legacy media, they're all the same. So I like how James Fishback was saying that we are both American, he was referring to Michael. It's just like, why we are fighting, why in time to give back money to the hardworking American people, and now all this fake media is coming out, it's attacking, like hey, we are in $36 trillion in debt, which is, we all know it's true. But they have no problem. They would just like sip, when silent. If they say, hey, let's go, give Ukraine another 100 billion, nobody's saying anything. They just sip. It's so crazy. This has been going on for 4 years, and now so it's kind of like a fresh breath of fresh air right now. Things are changing, so I'm very grateful. So here's the thing. I would I understand that some people that they were saying, they were commenting, they would rather to see the whatever Elon Musk recover. They want to pay up the debt. I understand that. You don't want to live with a big chunk of to carry on your shoulder. So I truly believe that my house, I bought my house like in 2000, and then the first thing I did is try to pay it off. I have a 30 years mortgage on my house. Just like a couple of months ago, I was cleaning up my my desk, and I was looking through some files, and I saw this like a paper envelope. I opened it. I said, I was curious what it is, and it was from my home mortgage, and I was looking at the date. It was that was like the final payment of my home, and I was looking. I was wondering. I know I paid it off early, but I couldn't really remember. It's like 12 years or 15 years, and to my surprise, it was in 2010. The final payment was in 2010. I bought this house in 2000, so that was 2010. So I paid it off in 10 years. Just remember, I have a 30 years mortgage, but I paid off in 10 years. Because I truly believe, this, the first thing you want to do is pay off your debt. Don't, try to not to have mortgage, and that's, maybe that's one of the reason now I am enjoying without have to worry about anything. I'm debt free. I'm poor, but I'm debt free. I don't have to worry about that. So even though I'm just have a normal Social Security retirement, although I have some what you call the pension also, but I'm comfortable. If let's say if I have not paid off my house yet, no, I probably not able to do it. I probably have to keep working, or have to go to another country, like go back to the Philippines, something like that. So yeah, I'm totally in agreement, with what Michael was saying. Why don't you pay off the debt? But for me, it's good. But then at the same time, it's bad. We all know about politicians. You just can't trust them. Unfortunately, you just can't trust it. If you're gonna try to pay off the debt, which is if they can do that, the whole thing, that would be beautiful, beautiful. But I don't think it's bad if you want to give 20% to the hardworking American people, because we suffer long enough. 4 years is long enough. We've been suffering with high inflation. So if we can get some kind of relief, that would be it will be very good. I think what they don't want is for President Trump to get the credit for that one, because they know if people start to receive 5,000, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it, and they're gonna love this president, and that's not good for their narrative. That's all. That is. Yeah, those some people were saying, hey, you know what? It's been over a month now. Look at the prices. The food prices, just the egg is still very, very expensive. The gas still very expensive. But one of the comment, on my channel, I did say this that it would take about 6 months to a year before these things start to before you start to see the progress, And when I said that, the other day I just heard Trump was saying the same thing. I was like surprised. I'm not smart, but it's a no-brainer. These things takes time. You got to give it at least 6 to 12 months. It's just like starting a business. If you start a business, you don't expect the profit right away. Actually, in a business, you have to wait like 2 to 3 years before you see see the profit coming in. So that's my take on people complaining. People just they just want to complain. They want to complain because they don't want to give credit where the credit due. They were even complaining about Elon Musk checking on this company. This is it's unbelievable. I mean, they're complaining about they say they worry about their privacy. Elon Musk is looking through their privacy. I mean, Elon Musk doesn't have to do this. He's a patriot. He is a patriot. He loves this country, and he know if we don't do something about it, we're gonna go bankrupt. United States gonna go bankrupt. We are almost 37 trillion in debt right now. So I for me, just a little bit, give back to the people. It's almost like when we have the pandemic and then they give us the money. I think it's like a 1,200 or 2,400. The COVID money that we have received. So that's very helpful, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was just shocking, to see the pushback from CNN. They were like, no, this is like almost like a crime. You committing a crime to give 5,000 back to American people. But they have no problem, when they were sending out, they were sending out money to the illegal alien. I'm going to say the illegal alien. They have no problem with that. And then, can you imagine that they give illegal alien cash, they give them housing, even health care. So, oh my goodness. Anyway, so that's I thought I shared this, this video with you. And that's so I don't know if I should read the, let's see, I was planning to read some of the comment. Maybe I do that. Let's read some of the comment from the people. Said, my gut is clock clean. Where was all this concern over the years? That's right? And then this one from Richard said, illegal immigrants in Ukraine get so much money. It's about time we get some money back. See, that's what I'm talking about. And Randy said he's okay with sending money to Iraq for Sesame Street, but giving 5,000 to American is going too far. I mean, you can if you just Google that, CNN with James Fishback, you see the video, and then you'll see the comment, of people on that video. Anyway, so. All right, folks, let me know your thought on this video. So what do you think of that? What do you agree with that? 5,000 dividend from DOGE, or and one of the commenters suggested, yeah, you know what? It might, like, people like Michael have a problem with that. If they once they receive the 5,000 check, they can send it back to the government and say, hey, I would rather this take my my 5,000 and pay it to the national debt, and then encourage other people to do the same thing, you can do that. You don't have to accept it. If you don't, you just receive it and then send it back to the government. Tell the government to pay it up you want to contribute it or donate it for paying the national debt. And then you don't have a problem. You don't have to worry about it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Take care. Stay safe now. Bye bye.